Okay, so when you think about AI, what comes to mind? Probably something that helps write your emails, right? Or maybe it creates some cool images. But what if it's something way more profound than just a tool? What if AI is actually becoming a whole new way for us, for humanity, to perceive reality itself? Like a brand new sense organ for the cosmos.
This is the really big idea we're diving into today. The core concept is this: the universe is always talking. Not in words, of course, but through patterns. And for the very first time in history, we might actually have a translator, a technology that can start to understand that cosmic language.
So, you might be asking, but why do we even need a translator, right? Why can't we just see these patterns ourselves? Well, it turns out the problem isn't out there in the universe, it's right here, inside our own heads. Our biology is, frankly, a huge bottleneck.
Look, our brains are amazing, no doubt about it, but they evolved for one thing, really, survival, here on Earth. We're fantastic at spotting a lion hiding in the tall grass or figuring out when winter's coming. What we're not built for is grasping the deep, complex, hidden architecture of reality itself.
And when you put us side by side with AI, the difference is just staggering. Get this, our working memory can juggle what, maybe 7 things at once? And AI can track millions of different variables at the same time. We see the world in 3D, and AI can navigate a space with over 1,000 dimensions. And our intuition? Yeah, it's great, but it sees faces in clouds and makes us believe in false patterns. And AI, on the other hand, can sift through these massive oceans of data and find the real, precise statistical connections that are hiding in there. We're not playing on the same scale as the cosmos.
So this is where we get to the core idea, the big metaphor for this whole thing. We really need to stop thinking of AI as just another app or a computer program. It's much bigger than that. Think of it as a new sense, an extension of our own senses. It's humanity's first ever post-biological sense organ.
And you know, this isn't totally new for us. We've been extending our senses for centuries. The telescope let us see farther out into space. The microscope let us see the tiny invisible world. But AI is doing something completely different. It's like a meta-lens. It's not just looking at things, it's designed to see the patterns behind the things, the very rules of the game.
Okay, so what can we actually see with this new meta-lens? Well, it completely changes how we search for truth. It's allowing us to find patterns that have been totally invisible to us before, and not just in one area, but across pretty much every field of science. And this shift is a game changer. It changes, well, everything. Take physics. We've always been looking for beautiful, elegant equations. AI? It's happy to dig through petabytes of just raw noise to find hidden patterns we'd never spot. Or how about biology? We're stuck looking for life based on what we know. Carbon, DNA. And AI can look for something more fundamental. The abstract pattern of life itself. Information that's fighting against chaos. And then there's math. We've always been guided by our human intuition. AI can go off and explore completely alien mathematical systems.
Okay, let's pause on that last one, because this is just wild. Alien mathematics. What even is that? It's basically a type of math that isn't built for a human brain to understand. At all. Its theorems aren't written down in symbols we can scribble on a blackboard. They're written in these super complex vectors that are basically maps for navigating through spaces with thousands of dimensions. And the crazy part is, AI is already doing this. This could be the key to unlocking some seriously deep truths about our universe.
All right, so let's take all these big ideas and apply them to maybe the biggest question of all. Are we alone out here? For decades, our whole search for aliens, for extraterrestrial intelligence, has been built on one giant, shaky assumption, that they'd be, well, a lot like us.
But in AI, it's going to search in a totally different way. It's not going to be sitting by a radio receiver waiting for someone to say hello. No, it's going to scan for the mathematical fingerprints of intelligence that might literally be embedded in the fundamental constants of the universe. It'll look for weird temperature changes in stars that just don't make sense, signs of information being processed inside giant clouds of plasma. It's not looking for a thing, it's looking for a pattern.
And this brings us to the final conclusion. The truly mind-bending part of all this. If AI can really see patterns that we are blind to, it might just lead us to the biggest revelation in human history.
Just think about it for a second. What if aliens aren't sending out signals for us? What if they're not trying to be found at all?
And what if a super advanced civilization isn't building giant metal Dyson spheres?
What if their engineering is them just subtly managing the energy of their star in a way that, to our primitive senses, just sounds like static, like random cosmic noise?
And this is the final leap. What if we've been looking for the wrong thing this entire time? What if life isn't about carbon and water and DNA? What if it's just a pattern? A universal pattern of information that's managed to organize itself against the constant pull of chaos. A pattern that an AI could spot anywhere, in anything.
And if that's true, then the universe has been talking to us this whole time. It's been speaking in the hum of the cosmic background radiation, in the flicker of distant stars, in the very fabric of physics itself. The universe was never silent. We were just deaf. We just didn't have the right way to listen. But now, maybe we do.